A landmark verdict. The International Criminal Court, or ICC, delivered a historic verdict today, finding Al-Qaeda-linked leader Ahmad al-Faqi al-Mahdi guilty of war crimes. This decision marks the first time the ICC has convicted an individual for the destruction of cultural heritage. Al-Mahdi was found guilty on all charges related to the 2012 attacks on religious and historical sites in Timbuktu, Mali. The verdict sends a powerful message that attacks on cultural heritage will not be tolerated. Human rights groups and legal experts have praised the ICC for its commitment to justice. The trial and subsequent conviction of al-Mahdi serve as a powerful deterrent to future attacks on cultural sites. The ICC's decision is a reminder that even in times of conflict, the rule of law must prevail. This landmark ruling sets a precedent for future cases involving the destruction of cultural heritage. In 2012, northern Mali fell under the control of extremist groups, including Al-Qaeda in the Islamic Maghreb, or AQIM. These groups imposed a brutal regime on the local population, carrying out horrific human rights abuses. Among their many crimes, they targeted Timbuktu, a UNESCO World Heritage Site renowned for its ancient mosques and manuscripts. Al-Mahdi played a key role in these attacks, leading the destruction of 9 mausoleums and the Sidi Yahya Mosque. Survivor 1, the attacks on Timbuktu sent shockwaves through Mali and the international community. Local resident, the violence in Mali has had a devastating impact on the country's people. Thousands have been killed and many more have been displaced from their homes. The destruction of cultural sites has compounded this trauma, robbing communities of their heritage and identity. Legal experts and human rights advocates have praised the ICC's verdict as a significant victory for international justice. Legal expert 1. This is a landmark ruling that sends a clear message that attacks on cultural heritage will not be tolerated. Human rights advocate. This ruling is a testament to the courage and resilience of the people of Timbuktu. The ICC's decision has been hailed as a victory for the principle of accountability. By holding al-Mahdi responsible for his actions, the court has reinforced the idea that no one is above the law. The verdict is a reminder that international law has teeth. It demonstrates that the ICC is willing and able to prosecute those who commit atrocities, no matter how powerful they may be. This is a powerful message to send to potential perpetrators of crimes against humanity. In Timbuktu, the ICC's verdict was met with mixed emotions. While many expressed relief that justice had been served, others felt that the punishment did not fit the crime. Some victims of the violence expressed disappointment that al-Mahdi was not sentenced to life in prison.
I am glad that he has been held accountable for his actions, but I still feel a profound sense of loss.
Despite their reservations, many Malians welcomed the verdict as a step toward healing and reconciliation. They expressed hope that the ICC's decision would help to deter future attacks on cultural heritage sites. The Malian government has pledged to rebuild the destroyed mausoleums and mosques.
This is a time for us to come together as a nation and rebuild what has been broken.
The ICC's conviction of al-Mahdi has far-reaching implications for international law and the fight against impunity. This landmark case sets a precedent for holding individuals accountable for the destruction of cultural heritage.
The case highlights the evolving nature of international criminal law. The ICC's decision reflects a growing recognition that such acts are attacks on the identity and history of communities.
The al-Mahdi case underscores the ICC's role as a court of last resort. The court's willingness to take on this case demonstrates its commitment to holding perpetrators accountable. The international community has widely praised the ICC's verdict, recognizing its significance for global justice. World leaders and human rights organizations have welcomed the decision, calling it a victory for accountability. The United Nations Security Council commended the ICC and emphasized protecting cultural heritage during conflict. UNESCO called the verdict a milestone in the fight against impunity for the destruction of cultural heritage. The ICC's decision has injected hope into the fight for justice in Mali and beyond. It offers hope for victims worldwide, showing that perpetrators will be held accountable. The international community must support Mali as it rebuilds and strives for peace.